Damn it, do I hate when that happens. Well, it's all right, guys. I hope you are doing all right. GMGEGA, depending on where you're at, man. Could even be good night. You might be getting ready to go to bed. I have no idea. But I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for showing up. This is the JChains Crypto Show. We're going to have a good time today. We're going to go through some news. We'll look at some numbers. We'll look at some meme coins. We'll take some requests. I mean, I got to tell you, yesterday, Ellie made the highlights. She gave us three for three winners. We charted those things. So she's got the best picks. She's the only one that submitted 3 picks yesterday. So right now she's voted MVP. Did not get a chance to get into the Telegram. That I just reminded myself right now. I did not get into the Telegram to create our shot callers channel. So let's just do. Okay. I've written myself a note and I will attach this to my monitor. That will now happen after the show. I will make sure that we open that up. And then that's where we can have more chatter throughout the day. That probably will set up parts of the segment during the show that we go into and maybe predetermine some of the coins. This way, we can determine what we're going to be looking at and have a game plan. So shout out to everybody that is joining us. Thank you so much. If you are, I'm going to see what we got here for the numbers. The bulk, as always, shout out to the folks on X. Guys, if you are watching on X, hit the heart. Amazing. Would be amazing if you could do that. You could also repost the video, tag some friends, say, get on in here, man. We're going to talk some crypto. We're going to talk all sorts of stuff. Have a good time doing it. So I appreciate you guys over on X. And if you are over on YouTube, just smash the like. Both are free. From what I understand, they should not inflict any kind of pain unless you have. Now, I do have still from the fight at the end of May, an issue with one of my thumbs. So sometimes moving it does cause discomfort. So I was going to say, it's just being, able to go down and hit the like. I guess maybe that could cause some discomfort for some people. It does cause a little in my thumb. So shout out to you guys. Appreciate you, every single one of you that is watching or listening or hanging out. Make sure that you guys do tune in to the morning show, 9 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. We got Web3 Breakfast. We got Mr. Dude, Carrie, Corey, man, everybody. I always get a few in and then I start thinking oh God, I'm going to forget somebody, and then I forget everybody else's names. So I will work on just kind of maybe having a list here so that I don't forget you guys when my brain starts cooking into hyperdrive. But shout out to everybody tuning in. We had a great conversation today. We talked all about, kind of best strategies, or kind of what we're doing, and maybe some of the conversations that we're going to have in order to get our family into to crypto right now, right? Because you got to think we're on borrowed time as far as the bull run. It's going to happen this year. Some people thought it was going to happen already, and that's okay. We do understand that the bears are maybe more in control than we want at this particular moment. Shout out to the Bears. You guys are going down soon, though. Chicago Bears are my team, so I do inherently love Bears, but not the crypto Bears right now. Do we have Jay's RWAs coming? Yes, that is going to be happening very soon. So get ready for that, probably in the next week or so. So you guys, as you know, that's something that we've really been, talking a lot about. I've really made a focus switching the portfolio over to Ondo. Some other RWA plays that we talked about months ago. And then also, I said this morning at 1280, $12.82, if I'm not mistaken. I could check my X account here in a second. And we could also go ahead and just check coin market cap and just to see. All right, so 1272 right now. So Chainlink. So I think it was 1282 when I said, hey, this is a good looking buy. And so I went and I bought a bag of Chainlink. I bought $1,000 worth of Chainlink. So we're just going to see. So I'm back in the Link Marines. Let's go. And we'll see, where that goes. And I'm going to probably make similar size buys with a couple other coins. Just so that, we start to just have some more exposure. to some other things, but really at the end of the day, take advantage of some of these dips. So that's what I did, knowing that anytime really, I think most people would agree, like sub $20 chain links a deal. So that'll do some numbers. I do understand, and I did think about this several different ways of the chain link. Do I want to get chain link or Pyth, or like what did I want to get this for? Did I want to get this for the RWAs, or do I want to get this for the Oracle solutions? Like what did I really want this for? And at the end of the day, I picked up the chain link for the RWA ecosystem solutions. Plus, you get the Oracles on top of it, right? So, kind of get that double whammy. But I do have some Pyth. I will continue to accumulate Pyth. I think that is going to be a massive, massive project. Again, that actually we'll go over an article in a little bit here, but Ondo actually is now kind of basically partnered up with Pyth. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit here. Let's check the chat right now. Shout out to everybody's here. We got Greg, Mike, Zach, Carrie, Blocky, Dridism. Who else we got? Mike Bulmer. Here we go. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I just did a quick zoom down. Appreciate you guys being here. And again, if you are watching on X, appreciate you guys. You can chat too through my StreamYard connection. If you guys, when we get to the point when, I'll say like, hey, throw some coins out, maybe we'll do some charting of them, whatever. We'll take a look on Dex Tools or Dex Screen or whatever they happen to be on. You can just drop that into the chat. So just do that. I will see it and we'll potentially go through it. So treat it just like you would your typical live streams. So shout out to you guys being here. All right, let's I think I want to go through some of the news today first. I see Believes in the house. All right, there he is. What's up, Believes? Believes and I are going to do a collaboration very soon. I want to make it a more consistent thing. Anytime you and I have conversations, they're always fun, funny, educational. I love your charting. So let's set something up. Also, Matthew with the Breakfast Club, we got to get back into this as financial advice. That has to be a weekly thing. It's just been a far too long that I've been talking about it and not doing it. So guys, hold me accountable to that. If you are in the Breakfast crew, if you are in our chat group on X, or if you're in the Telegram, if you guys want to join the Telegram, let's see. I could probably drop this into the chat. Now, if you are watching on X, just maybe make a comment and say, hey, I want to get in the Telegram. And then we've got several people that will they'll get you in. Do you think we will get a pump on Gotti before the next push up in the market? My golly, I hope so, man. I really hope so. You just never really know with coins like that. There was a lot of people who are in some good profit. And so you just never know where people are feeling at in the market. Their hand, may have changed, and they may want to, take some of that money and put it into some of the other, higher cap coins, and that's, obviously their prerogative. So I don't know what the exposure and the sell pressure looks like as far as wallets of people who got in super early, who are really either looking to, again, take the profits and run, or take their profits and wait for a further dip. So the other day, and we can look at this because actually I've got it pulled up on TradingView. So we'll just look at this right now just to answer your question. Bada boom. This is Ethereum we were looking at, but the Gotti chart. So we just like, this is what, the 48-minute chart. So just a little bit ago, got a short entry. And so that was obviously well timed, right? And so you would have known. So what I want to start doing is playing this chart as well. So, had I, been looking at the charts today, what I would have done probably is sold what I had, or sold some part of what I had, right? And then wait for something like this. Like right now, you're at 12%, at 12% in the positive if you had hit that short. Now you can't short or long Gotti, but what you can do is just, that can be like your signals for spot trading, right? Swing trading, day trading, whatever it may be. So, but there was a few entries for some shorts within the last 2 days. So I would say at this moment, you're probably going to want to wait for this one to go back up. It is. That's where it looks like. That's where it looks like to me, for now at least. Anyway, all right, let's get into some articles first, and then we'll get back into some more crypto stuff as far as numbers go, and market caps, and market conditions, and all sorts of stuff. So I thought this was something I originally during Ben's show today had seen. When I had clicked open Twitter, I'd seen a Watcher Guru thing talking about this, and so I did some more investigating. And there are other sites that had it, so let's talk about it. But Illinois court says Bitcoin and Ethereum are digital commodities. CTFC chair says, and within this whole article and kind of the other headline that I had seen that was through Watcher Guru was that 70 to 80% of crypto is now considered, not a security. Now, this is according to the CTFC, which clearly we understand is in a power struggle with the SEC in regards to crypto. I think they want to take over the power. They probably should take over the power. It make most sense. But let's get into this. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, or CTFC, like I said, Chairman Rostin Benham had said on today, an Illinois court has confirmed that Bitcoin and Ethereum are digital commodities. According to the reporter Ellie Tourette, Benham had said in a hearing that based on the Commodity Exchange Act, 70 to 80% of the crypto market, including Bitcoin and Ethereum, is non-securities. So we can head on over to Twitter here. Check this out. We'll click that Ellie Tourette article or post here. It says basically the same stuff that we just read. Senator asked Brenham what the CTFC has learned from prior crypto frauds. Brenham said that the technology behind digital assets is very unique and different traditional asset classes, which forces the agency to ask different questions around. So it's actually, it's interesting to see what is going to happen here between the CTFC and the SEC, and I would hope that maybe some of these coins, clearly there's some scams out there, clearly some that are 100% securities, but it is cool to see the road being paved for a lot of these coins to not be. We love that. Hey, the verse, I don't skip leg day, mother chucker. Not at all. Plus, I got really good calves and really, really, really good thigh muscles, quads, really good quads. I don't skip leg day. I don't have chicken legs. Not me, baby. Not me. I can't dunk, which that's probably what I need to work on, right? Is work on the box jumps. But don't you tell me that I skip leg day, because I don't. All right. What else is going on in the chat? Skipping the leg day. Man, somebody all right. Anyway, all right, let's move on to the next article that we got here. This one, Goldman Sachs to launch 3 tokenization projects by the year end, and it'll change the nature of how clients can invest. Very interesting. It's very interesting to hear some of these big names, household names that, most of, I would say, your parents, your grandparents, people that, would have invested traditionally would know these names very well. But ahead of the year's end, Goldman Sachs plans to roll out 3 new tokenization projects. Let's see, what are the projects going to be? Does it tell us? No. Well, that's interesting. Well, that's just silly. What happened on Wednesday? The initiatives will include tokenizing real-world assets like money market funds and real estate holdings on public or private blockchains. Global head of digital assets at Goldman Sachs emphasized that the projects are driven by client demand, stating the definite feedback is that there is actually something that will actually change the nature of how they can invest. Okay. Well, they should have given us the 3. I should have actually looked to see if the 3 were there before, but I would just assume that they were there. That's ridiculous. It's a bullshit article. Bullshit, Benzinga. Bullshit. I do like that. Here we go. What do we have? There's something about BlackRock. CEO of BlackRock estimates that the tokenization could surpass Bitcoin's market cap, which stands at 1.3 trillion. We do know that obviously the statistic that has been thrown out is that by 2030, the RWA ecosystem should be at $16 trillion, which is absolutely massive, right? To go from basically ground floor to $16 trillion in the matter of, you say this started in what, I mean, obviously well before 2023 when it was a narrative, but okay, let's say at the very minimum, 10 years or maximum, right? With any kind of years in pre-planning to make an entire ecosystem, $16 trillion within 10 years. Bitcoin couldn't do it. Bitcoin and crypto could not do it. But guess who can do it? Institutions and their money. Thanks, Brock. Here is our Ondo Finance article of the day. Ondo and Pyth, however you say it, it doesn't matter. Potato, tomato. Ondo and Pyth are partnering. They're going to integrate institutional assets with over 65 blockchain ecosystems. This article just came out this afternoon, so you and I are both going through this together. Unless you've already read it, this is our first time. Explore how Ondo Finance and Pyth Network are revolutionizing decentralized finance by integrating institutional assets across over 65 blockchain ecosystems. Learn how the partnership enhances on-chain accessibility to traditional assets, benefiting smart contract developers and DeFi users alike. Interesting. What do we know? This development opens up new opportunities for developers and projects to incorporate institutional assets on chain, enhancing DeFi's potential. Pyth Network's over 100 first-party data providers are set to support more real-world assets as demanded by Web3 developers. This is huge unlock for developers and projects building the future of finance. Many leading DeFi applications and protocols rely on Pyth as an Oracle provider, and this USDY/USD price feed marks a significant step forwards, cutting through the fragmented nature of blockchain ecosystems to make institutional assets widely accessible. That is Katie Wheeler, the VP of Partnerships at Ondo Finance. Katie Wheeler, I have since recently seen your account on X. I have followed you. I would love to see if we could get you on the show to talk about some Ondo stuff and what you've got going on. I think this would be amazing. So that is my plan. I'm going to start working on that. Let's go. This is huge, guys. I think honestly, like when, again, I said that I had put some money into Link, and I did that, right? And one of the reasons why I did is because there was also an emotional blockage that I was having. As you guys know, at one point in my life, I was, earlier part of the Link Marines. I had the Suicide Stack. I had the 1500 Link, and I had gotten it fished, right? And I had clicked some bullshit, whatever. And so this for several years has been a block for me to get back into the Link ecosystem. But I thought the time was right. I liked the price. It's really funny because it's actually very similar to around the price of what Link was when I think I'm pretty sure it was around the same price when I did get it, taken, when I got it fished, because darn it, I clicked the UPS link early in the morning around the holiday. So beware of those. If you guys have gotten any of those, beware. Those are phishing attempts. Anyway, so that's it. So I got back in. Now, however, again, talking about Ondo and RWAs and the whole idea that, and if you guys watched Ben's show earlier today, if you didn't, here's what happened. We pulled up a graphic of basically the last, I want to say, I can't remember how many months, somewhere between 8 and 12 months, whatever it might have been, maybe less, but it showed how all the different ecosystems had fared in all the different verticals within crypto and blockchain, right? DeFi, gaming, all that kind of stuff, right? And RWAs was up 27%. There was one other one, exchange tokens was in the positive. Everything else was in the negative. Some things way double digits in the negatives, right? But RWAs was massive. And so with Ondo basically leading the charge, I don't know about you guys that had Ondo in your portfolio when everything took a big dip. It didn't, right? Now, obviously, it since has, right? It had gone up to whatever, $1.41. Since it's less than $1 still right now. Let's just look so that we're not giving out bad info while we're having this conversation. Ondo. So Ondo, 97 cents. If you had, and I mean, we all have to probably be somewhat sure that, I mean, you could make the case that we could see it going down even farther, right? But I feel like that's not really in the cards. Like maybe a tiny bit, right? But I still think sub a dollar Ondo is an absolute insane deal for what we know is going to happen. Their relationship with BlackRock. There's going to be a lot of the tokenization, right? We talked $16 trillion over the next 6 years going into that ecosystem, right? Like it's going to be absolutely immense. I I am also very well aware of the token unlock and the schedule and how that's going to look come the beginning of part of next year. I think that's something obviously everybody's got to take into consideration and you got to pay attention to. And if you have a long-term mindset with this, kind of like I do, right? Like it doesn't matter. Every coin has gone through this process where they, at least most coins, right, where they get a lot of their circulating supply out, and it is unlocked over time. It just, I feel like this relationship with not only BlackRock but now Ondo, and as they start to roll out more and more partnerships, as it gets bigger and bigger, and you start to see more of the tokenization happen, and more of these real world assets really come to the blockchain. I mean, golly, man, like you got to think like this is going to explode, and I think it's going to be able to handle the token unlock schedule, and I think it's going to handle it very well, especially if we have a very very productive year within a bull market. So that's something that I am super fucking bullish on. Super bullish. One thing I like to say to people is BlackRock doesn't miss. They don't miss, and so they will make sure that their opportunities. I not would say protected. That's probably not even the right word to say, but Ondo, baby. And I know a lot of people agree. You see the chats, you see the online, you see everything. What's going on? How's the chat going? Oh yeah. We need some more commander memes. You are absolutely right. Man, that was so funny the other morning, guys. If you missed that, I put out a little short about it. You can go back and watch the show. It was real funny. We had a guy come in and just rip up Mr. Dude, called him a fucker. It was just totally random, totally wild. Super funny. A lot of us got a nice little chuckle out of that. That's the kind of stuff that we talk about at the breakfast table, man. So make sure that you guys tune in Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern. Definitely appreciate all of the support, all of the people that show up, all the people that feel comfortable enough to have that be their first time speaking into space. So appreciate you guys showing up for that. Tune in, tap in, and let's go. Boom. All right. Everyone is the commander. The commander. Darn right, everyone's the commander. All right, what article are we on here? Here we go. I believe this is the last one that we got for the day here, article-wise, and then we'll get into look into some coins. I like coins. Solana's Fire Dancer client hits testnet milestone. Will it boost Sol? Coming out soon. Ooh, this article may be a little... Uh-oh. I think we're getting the slow motions from this one. Here we go. Solana's new and independent validator client, Fire Dancer, has hit a major testnet milestone in the recent milestone update. Pseudonymous Fire Dancer engineer Cantaloupe. I know my fruits. Cantaloupe Peel said full Fire Dancer client built its first accepted block on Solana testnet. All my techie people understand what that means. Fire Dancer is being spearheaded by Jump Crypto and designed to increase the network speed and decentralization. For perspective now, validator clients are software that double as the backbone of blockchain networks, facilitating transaction validation in addition to new blocks and overall security and decentralization. Fire Dancer has been touted as a better replacement for Google-backed QUIC, a data transfer protocol that has faced several failures in the past and derailed the processing of Solana transactions. So the testnet now looks forward to its mainnet debut scheduled for Q4 2024, a matter of when, not if. All right. What does it say here about the market? How do we feel? I want to get a TA person on. That should be Believes. We should. What are you doing tomorrow? If you're still here, what are you doing tomorrow? Or if you want to come on now, I don't give a shit. I can send you the link. Or if anybody in the chat's like, hey, dude, I'll do it. I can send the link out. I'm not afraid. There's no be a weirdo. Oh, what's this? This is I didn't even know. Just a free article here. AVAX struggles to cross $30. Can it break the bearish cycle? Man, you know that we want this thing to happen. We want Avalanche to go up. I want it for my gamer friends. I want it for my RWA friends. I want it for my social 5 friends. I want AVAX to go up for you and me. I got a bag, but I want it to go up for you guys. Avalanche witnessed a significant surge in development activity over the last few days. Social volume sentiment around AVAX token remained high. That's good. I mean, I know a lot of people like Avalanche. I don't know what the meme coin situation's like. I know that it is there, or culture coin, depending on. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or offend anybody. I do know that there is a difference. I do like that. I want to explore that more. I want to go more in depth on culture coins and how that really feeds into the whole thesis that I've been saying about how we're changing investing by creating these communities around what are considered investments. Because at the end of the day, the number one thing that we are taught and I've been preaching for years is that, you know, you never marry your bag. Like that happened to me. Like when I first got in, like I married my bag. I had Ben actually rescued me. He's the one who showed me the light that I was, you know, attached to the bag. And that's the one thing that we've, you know, everybody's preached. But if you got to think about it, like, you know, most people, when you look at the dollar amount that most people are, you know, have in the market, you know, you got a few conviction plays, right? That you got some money in. And then you put your money into, like, where are you? What are you doing, right? So you join, we'll say culture coin. You join a coin that has a great culture that you vibe with, that you resonate with. So you start spending your money on the coin, right? And so now you are investing into the coin. But what you're also doing is joining that community on a level where, you know, you spend your days in the Discord, in the Telegram, voice chat, whatever it may be, right? On the spaces and all that stuff. So now you are personally, you are emotionally invested, you are financially invested. And, you know, at this point, like, again, we're changing the investment landscape because now we've come together and, you know, now we're, again, emotionally invested. We're making friends. We're building, and you got, you know, some, like, and again, this was, to me, the concept came from the NFT guys, right? Like it was the whole trait group thing. So the NFT bros came in and said, let's create these communities. You know, we had these NFTs, but now we're like, we'll do this with coins. And I love, like, you know, the synergy that it creates. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not shitting on it, I'm not poo-pooing on this idea at all. Like I think it's fantastic. It's just, it's also, it's obviously something that we have to change our mindset in what we say, because if, you know, if culture coins are the way of the future, this is the clubhouse, right? Like this is the country club. This was the whole idea that some of these NFTs that they were kind of being sold to people was that this is the country club. This is, you know, like most of us, like I grew up playing golf. At this time in my life, I don't have 4 hours to commit to go play a round of golf. I just don't have that time in my life, because I've got so many other things going on. But what I can do is join a NFT community, right? Like, you know, like a lot of us did in say the bear market. And it was really a great place for us to go and be, like, while you're still working. And why, again, because like you can't go to the golf course and disconnect for 4 hours, but what you can do is hop in the Discord. You can still work, right? You can be on Telegram, you can still be on your phone, you can be, you know, you got an earbud in and you're sitting at your desk working away while you're listening to like the dev talk about what's going on and the updates and stuff. Like, it's totally a different place. And I don't know where we entered this whole part of the conversation. I know that we're here, but at the end of the day, I am definitely looking forward to really exploring this whole concept a little bit more, because it's, you know, it changes the way that we approach, you know, certain conversations. And so Drism, so it's just my XRP that's holding me back. LOL. AJ hates some XRP. You know, XRP is going to rip at some point. I agree with kind of the idea that a lot of people are saying is like there's no way it can go until the court case is over because nobody knows what the fine is. They don't know what they have to pay. They obviously sell the token to make the money. I mean, how else are you going to get the money to pay that, right? To pay your fine. And so I think, once we know where all that's going, XRP we know is going to be a winner. Just like that article we read, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. You can put that in the book, brother. All right. Let's see. A 9-hole game would be fun. Like on a municipal course where there's nobody. There used to be, when I lived in, I'm sure it's still there. I don't actually know. It's been a while since I've been in the neighborhood. When I first moved to Austin, there was a municipal course, Lions Municipal, over on the Tarrytown side of Austin. And I used to live right across the street from it, and would just head on over there. You could play 18 in like an hour and 45 minutes. There was really no one out there. It was a fast moving course. You just zip around like that. That was great. I also do know how to play golf, so that probably I could have led with that. But anyway, all right, here we go. Let's real quick, I do want to, let's do some house cleaning real quick. Shout out to everybody watching the show. Thank you so much. Obviously can't do it without you. One thing that you can do me a favor by, if you are watching on X, just hit the heart. You could also repost the video, tag some friends, say, oh, this is a lot of fun. This guy's great. We're having a good time learning some stuff, going through some articles. We're going to look at some numbers. We're going to look at some meme coins. We're going to try to find some ways to make money, because that's what we got to be doing right now. We got to accumulate our coins so that when we do get through this phase and we do shoot up, man, we are in the right spot to be doing so. So do me a solid and hit that heart. And then also, if you are watching on YouTube, smash that like. I see we got 190 over on X and a handful and growing over on YouTube. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much to every single one of you. Obviously, I love you. All right, let's go on over here. Here is what we've been starting our news and our numbers section with this week. The fear and greed index. Last week, we were way in the 40s. This week, we dropped down. Yesterday, 27. Today, we are up to 28. So I don't know. We'll have to figure out where this goes tomorrow. What we can do is I could start a spreadsheet. But I think they do a nice job of just tracking it right here. So obviously in a downtrend right now, but if we were to, maybe zoom this thing out to be a little bit more granular, we might see that potentially headed on the way up. But nothing to fear but fear itself. Obviously, if you're a crypto OG, or if you understand markets, you know that markets go up and markets go down. If there's one thing I will say this week, while we're still in the fear section, there is literally one proven method to make money in crypto. One method. Uh-oh, I screwed up the camera. I'm not going to tell you this proven method until I fix it. Damn it. Uh-oh, there we go. One proven method. Man, that was very dramatic. So there is one proven method to make money in crypto, and it's probably in stock market too. But you buy when they're fearful, you sell when they're greedy. You cannot lose. You're not here to, obviously some people are here to make friends. But if you follow that strategy, you cannot lose. All like smashed here. Appreciate y'all button that thing up. Let's get it and go it. All right, let's look over at CoinMarketCap. Let's look at the overall market, see where things are at. Global crypto market cap coming in less than a well, so 0.13% down on the last 24 hours. Really nothing. $2.12 trillion. Bitcoin 57.2. I think 60K is the next number we want to see hit. I'm pretty confident that that's where we should be going. I don't like the idea of 52 anymore. I like the idea of going up. Let's get on with the party. We may hit some chop. We may come back down, but let's go up for a little bit. Let's have some fun. We got ETH coming in at $3,094.60. 75 cents, excuse me. I stand corrected. Both of those are having an all right day, nothing crazy. Bitcoin down 1.25%. ETH up almost 0.75%. You got Bitcoin $522. Solana 140. Let's see. Anything crazy? Any losers? We got Dog with Hat down 5.5% today to $1.64. Celestia. Now, so was it Doug who was asking yesterday about Celestia? And then I had seen after that, obviously, I had somehow triggered the algorithm. And so I had seen a whole bunch of posts about it. And then I had seen something, I want to say it was this morning, about someone saying that there is maybe part of the vesting unlock. So all the VC and all the private sailor people, like they're about to get a token distribution. And that is why you would be seeing a lot of people talking about it, because they're being paid to shill it to pump the price so that they can get their distribution and then sell it immediately. That is what I heard. I don't know that to be true. I will let you guys correct me if I stand wrong, if I'm just spreading rumors. Tomorrow we got CPI data. That'll be interesting. Carry heavy and TA. Yeah, I had a bag. I might still have some. I got to check the wallet. I got, obviously, we talked about that yesterday. You guys got to make sure that you got to have better hygiene in your wallets. I mean, come on. I got to have better hygiene in my wallets. I got to have, I'm going to do a consolidation pretty soon here. And it's probably best to do that, especially if you have Ethereum assets, to take care of that now before the network activity happens. Because then you're just paying money for no reason. Nobody like that. Never heard that. All right. I will, Carrie, I will try to find that information, and I will send it to you. I owe some people some information. I believe you're one of them anyway. So I'll get you. I will get you, my guy. Let's see. Any other losers in the let's look at losers in the last hour. Anything to pick up? Man, Jasmine, huh? That thing keeps coming up in my life. My mom wants to buy Jasmine, or she might have already bought Jasmine. I don't know. I don't know. I probably got to pull the trigger on that soon. Dog with Hat. I mean, I'm not ready to make a purchase on that yet, but I will go back into Dog with Hat on the Solana ecosystem when the time is right, as one of my bull run plays, as one that I will just let it sit until probably the end of the year, potentially. I mean, maybe play it as the price swings or whatever. We'll see how it all goes. Ondu 96 cents, baby. All right, nothing else as far as the last hour losers go. 24-hour losers, we got Whiff, Tia, Psy, Notcoin, Flare, Jupiter, Hedera, Injective. All right, really not too big. What about on the week? Where are we at on losers on the week? Golly, Immutable. What? All right, so it had a good couple days. Let's zoom out on the chart here. Let's give it the old month. Oh, brutal. The year looks good, but the month looks terrible. Man, it was nice when we had this thing up over $3. That's for sure. It's going to have a great year. I'm not worried about Immutable. I just hate to see it down so much. However, that's a great opportunity to buy. So if you missed out on the Immutable pump earlier this year when gaming was a thing, there you go. Now could be your chance. Me, unfortunately, I'm going to hang on to it and hope that gaming has a resurgence. What do you guys think? Let's do I'm going to put up a poll. Give me a second to log in over to YouTube's real quick over here. Can't do it on StreamYard, which is weird. You can only do it if you go into the YouTube. All right. So, start a poll. Do you think IMX? No, gaming make a comeback in 2024, 2025, 2026? All right. All right, there we go. Poll is up. I have put that out. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you can fill it out. If you're watching on X, you could probably just drop it into the chat, whatever you think. Whatever you think gaming is going to do. And the question is, do you think gaming will make a comeback in 2024, 2025, or 26 and beyond? You can drop that in the chat, or you can vote over on the poll over on the YouTube. Thank you. Y'all are rocking it, crushing it. Boom, boom, boom. Gaming is a slow burn. Yes. And I do understand that, the incubation period of building games and development and all that stuff, it takes a while. And especially if you want to compete with the AAA studios, if you will. I know my gaming slangs, my terms, my industry terms. That is going to take some development, right? Because you think like the bigger studios possibly have hundreds of people working on a game, if not more. And the Web3 studios might have 10 or whatever. Maybe more. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying it's a huge imbalance to big studios to Web3 studios. And this is I understand. So, but big future. We know that. We know this is the future. 2025 when the market goes parabolic, says Greg. Interesting. The gaming industry is dying. Crypto will not save it. That could have been. That should have been the fourth answer. I could have done 4, saying that it would never come back. This way, all the cynical people and everybody with the down bad bags and bought the gaming projects that paid 20, 30, whatever $1,000 for a pump trailer just to sell a token with never intentions of making a game at all. There was plenty of those. Man, there were plenty of those. Whew. December. Now it depends, right? You say Doug says December through February for gaming. If it does, I mean, you're going to need to roll out some stuff for the holiday, right? And I think hitting the mark with mobile gaming is probably the move, right? You know, a lot of people get devices around the holidays, so that's a good time to roll out your game before, work out the bugs, and then this way you do a big marketing push when everybody's got their new phone. That's what I would do if I was a mobile gamer, and I think mobile gaming is where the biggest opportunity lies. Now, I understand there probably is a problem with, from what I understand, right, like the payment stuff with Apple and depending on you can't do NFT payments or whatever it is. There's an issue with the payments and the Apple processing with NFT stuff, from something like that. That something that struck me in the back of my mind there. All right. Let's see, where were we? We're looking at, okay, I think that's it. I think that's all the losers there for the week that we would potentially buy. Beam, golly, this thing is, if this Beam goes below a penny, man, it doesn't matter. It's in cold storage. Like, it's there. It's just where it goes. So I'm not going to touch it. All right. Let's move on to all of our favorite section. And this is where we go to Dex Tools and we start looking at our favorite meme coins, our favorite culture coins, all that. Got it pulled up to the Pussy Monster, up 32% today. Having a great day, guys. Remember, they are getting ready to do, and look, pull that chart out. This is a pretty decent looking chart. I will tell you that. We know a lot of tokens, especially on Solana, but A lot of tokens in the meme and culture ecosystem have dinosaur tailed out. If you don't know what that is, that's where they start up high and then they just flatline out. Definitely a bunch of movement to this one right here. Definitely a healthy push over the last several days, which has been great. When the markets were down a couple days ago, obviously this one took a little dip as well, but really great to see that things are pushing strong again. I want to say it's 25% of the total token supply getting ready to burn. So make sure I put out a tweet today or a post on X that has the contract address. So make sure that if that's something you want to check out, always make sure that you are following the correct contract address. And there's several ways you can do that. Make sure you're following the official accounts. Go to the official websites, all that kind of stuff, and there are ways to make sure that you are checking the right site. So always do that, especially with some of these coins. So that is Pussy Monster. Shout out to Justin. Shout out to Spaceman. Those guys are awesome. Definitely want to do a show with them soon. I know that we were going to try to coordinate it, and then my schedule goes crazy in periods, and so it's going to be slowing down here in a few weeks, I think. And so hopefully we can get it maybe this week or next week with those guys. So more to come on that. Squid Grow up 0.5% today. Good to see. This one is moving in the right direction over the last 2 days here. So definitely be on the lookout for what Squid Grow has going, again, obviously with Silent Swap and the programs that they've got with obviously Squid Grow itself, but Silent Swap, if you like your privacy, you want to check that one out. We got a couple other friends here. Trend Coin, as you guys know, I won that customized Trend AR-15 the other day. This token, we're gonna need to bring some life to it. So I'll hopefully create some content when they come down here. So I've got a range day planned with like a special forces guy and then Bodie. And so we'll have some fun. We'll create some content, show the bro culture, what it's all about. So that's going to be a bro culture coin that I joined. Obviously going to have some fun there. Gotti, baby. We talked about this one at the beginning of the show. I'll tell you what, man, I don't know where this is going. Again, this one, luckily for me, I can show you this, but I've got this one on TradingView, right? And I've got a few indicators attached to it. So look at that. Like, say if we followed this and we want to swing trade, or if we want to day trade Gotti, we can, right? And I get it's like, oh, it's got a big price tag, but I get it. The whole point is to be able to make the moves to accumulate more coins and all that stuff, right? So, and you can do that with anything, but having these indicators. So had I seen that, it said, all right, here's a short entry right here. You could have, taken whatever your position and sold it or scaled out. And then, if you bought back in down at this spot, you'd have 12% more Gotti than what you had beforehand. So there's really good ways for you guys to use indicators to spot trade. You don't have to necessarily leverage trade with it. So I love that. Boom, boom, boom. What's going on in the chat here? What is going on? How we feeling? How's everybody doing? Guys, if you want, go ahead and drop some coins down in the chat, and I will make sure if I can put them on TradingView, I will. If you want some major coins, if you want something on Dex Tools, I will pop it up there. If you want something on Coin Market Cap, just to say, hey, look at this one. What do you think? Just drop them in there. So you can either do that over on YouTube, or if you are watching on X, you should just be able to drop it in the chat. I can't respond to the X for whatever reason, but I do see them coming through here on my dashboard. So yeah, where is Ellie, by the way? Yesterday, Ellie was 3 for 3. She gave us 3 picks. All of them were crushing it. Now, obviously, we saw them after they pumped, but I would tell you, and she said that maybe she'll start doing some calls for us. But, the whole idea is we got to start learning about stuff like this early. So what are some of the coins that you guys are looking at that you've been in that are, are alive? They've got a vibrant community, but haven't necessarily pumped. I mean, if people are looking for opportunities in the market, you've got to find some coins that haven't really pumped yet. And if they have pumped, you want to wait for the retrace, right? Like sometimes coins will go up, 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 but just like we saw with Gotti, I mean, just like we saw with the Gotti chart, The thing was like on a tear, an absolute tear, up to like $4,100, since retraced to 2150. So you have to be cognizant of all of that kind of stuff, but knowing that the whole idea is, guys, for us to be making money, we got to be playing these charts, we got to be looking at these things, we got to be early. And so that was the whole idea. So if you guys are looking at some coins, let's do some charts. We're charting every day. I'm charting. Brett, let's go. I'm gonna go over on Dex Tools for that. So here we go, Brett, and I should make this a favorite one, because this one looks to me, look, it's not 100%, but it's very kind of similar to this leg right here. Let's share this so you guys can see. I shouldn't be so stingy and share the chart just for myself here. Here we go. So if you look at this, was it here? Yeah. So we go down, little up, down more, boom, down, little up, down more, boom. There's a solid chance of this thing kaboomskis pretty soon here. That would be interesting. I've got some money over on base. That may be the move, is to scoop up a little bit of Brett. I've been wondering what to do with it. I got several $100 that just been sitting in USDC over on base. I'll give that a shot. So my whole plan is I want to square away the last little bits of some of my portfolio, make a few changes, update some things, move some stuff around, and then I will get into coin stats and update that as well. So that I can give you guys a fair representation of what I'm working with, and then we'll start looking at that. And then this way, I think it'll probably help me be a little bit more accountable to my own portfolio and to myself, whether it's time to take profits or whether it's time to get just out of a coin completely. Like sometimes you got to cut the loss, you got to cut ship, and just move on. And I feel like, and it's hopefully none of my major holdings, but I feel like I've got a few coins, much like all of us do, right? I got a few coins in there that are they're fucking ready to go, ready to cut the weight off the old portfolio bag here. Lab, can we get that on here? Lab with, is it that one, Carrie? Carrie, is it this one? I know that. No. XYO. All right, let's go over here and do that. XYO. This thing, XYO, coming in ranked. Where do they put that? Why can't I find it? That's funny. I feel like it should be like right there. What do we have here? We got a market cap of 75 million. Love that. Total supply, they've got 13 billion coins. Circulating supply, so it's 100% out. That's good. Half a penny. What is this good for? What do people use XYO for? Sorry, I didn't switch over to CoinMarketCap there. We're going to their website right now to take a look at this one right here. Oh, Doug, yeah, definitely. Oh, you're definitely going to want to say dry some of that dry powder for the booby coin coming soon. That's going to be on base as well. So I'm still going to use my dry powder to buy my my position of, what the hell were we just talking about? Brett. I'm going to get some Brett. Okay. Here we go. What is this? XYO. Connecting real-world data to the Web3 universe. XYO's DPIN technology makes real-world data secure, reliable, and ready for the future Web3. DPIN. All right. For all my DPIN guys, there you go. There you go. I'm doing RWAs. I am not looking at DPIN right now. That was one of those. Now, again, what's really interesting, if you think about, I had said earlier in the show, RWAs over the last several months had a much more positive ROI than any other vertical within crypto. This could also be that opportunity to now shift back over to some of the stinkers that we've had, and double down on some of them. I don't think gaming is the right play, but maybe DPIN comes back with a vengeance. All right, what were we looking at? I saw something else. Where was that? Where was that? Huahua? HUA? What is this? HUA. Huahua? The panda? Oh, this is cute. This is like yesterday. Is this the right one? Like a $6,780,000 market cap? Somebody once yelled at me for talking about coins with market caps less than my follower account. I thought that was really funny. I didn't even think about it. I'm not shilling this by any stretch of the imagination. This was something that came in from the chat, so I'm just looking at it. This came in from Carrie. Hua. Is this the one that you were talking about, Carrie? It says nope. Chihuahua. Well, that's a panda. That's a huahua. Panda huahua. Oh, is there a... Anyway. Well, we screwed that one up. Definitely screwed that one up. That's all right. Well, we can always try again tomorrow. That is the great thing about this time of the show, because this is a great time for me to remind you. First off, thank you. Thank you for joining us. If you want to see some more of your favorite coins, whether they're on the charts or in the chat, saying like, hey, we're going to have an interview, you got to make sure that you tap in, right? So make sure that you tap in every Monday through Friday. First thing in the morning, 9 a.m. Eastern. So I don't know where you guys live, where you're coming from, but at 9 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, we got the Web3 breakfast. It's a Twitter space, so it's very community oriented. It has got everybody that likes to just sit there and chat and participate and have a good time and laugh, and we learn a little bit, but we really have a good time in the morning, right? Or come back in the afternoon and we can learn things like going through articles, looking at numbers, and trying to find ways to actually make some money and turn some profits here in the crypto ecosystem. We're going to start trading very soon. We're going to up the spot trading, right? We're going to start day and swing trading. We're going to stay away from the leverage for a little while. If you haven't done it, or if you're not good at it, there's no reason, right? You can learn to do the trading styles and watch the charts and learn the patterns and all that stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing. So come along for the journey, guys. Make sure that you smash the like if you're watching on YouTube. Make sure that you hit the heart if you're watching over on X. We will be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, and then I'll be back tomorrow again here on the JChains Crypto Show at 4 p.m. Eastern. I hope you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful night. Do something great. Make yourself great. Make yourself better than you were yesterday. And you stack that up over a few days, baby. You're going to be smiling from ear to ear. See ya.